Hello to all our viewers. Thank you for taking out time to join us in today's session. My name is Rose Katana. I'm a senior practitioner at Banya. With me is our carer, Lizzie Timington. Banya is a fostering agency, an independent one that has been in existence for the past 24 years. We, together with our dedicated foster carers, have fostered over 7,000 children and young people. And we are still looking for more foster carers. Please join us. Today, I'll be talking to you about what is fostering assessment. Fostering assessment, we divide it into 3 stages, but the assessment itself is the system we use. It is an evidence-based system we use to gather information about your abilities, the skills, the aptitude, to determine whether someone is suitable for fostering. The process itself takes about 8 months, and I'll explain why, because it has got stages. We first of all have what we call the initial inquiry. The initial inquiry can be done over the phone, on email, in person. We provide you with information about fostering to help you make a decision whether fostering is for you. Then we've got the second stage, which is called the fact-finding stage. This stage, it involves gathering information. We provide you with information about fostering. We answer all your questions about fostering. And we also start, this is the stage also, we do the fact-finding. We gather information about you. This involves looking at your parenting skills. But in this section, before I go to the parenting skills, we do all the checks in this stage. We carry out the DBS. The DBS, we look at someone, whether someone has got a criminal record. You don't have to worry about having a criminal record, because we mainly look at the conviction that relates to children. That is the only thing that can disqualify you. We also do the medical check. Medical, don't worry again about having some medical issues, unless if it is serious medical issues, you will not be excluded from becoming a foster carer. We also do the local authority check. Again, in this local authority check, I wouldn't want you to worry about having some involvement with the local authority. We look at it, why were there involvements, so that one also cannot exclude you unless if there was something that was serious. We also look at the landlord consent, because it will be very difficult for you to foster unless if your landlord agrees to that. So that one also has got to be done in that stage. Then we also look at your ability to work with the children, ability to offer a nurturing environment for the children. We also look at your suitability to foster. We do home visits once we are carrying out these visits. I've talked about the experience. Your experiences will be the experience about caring and parenting children. You have experience of caring for children or grandchildren or your relatives. It does not necessarily mean that you need to be a parent, but you need to have some experiences. The disclosure, I've talked about the DBS. We carry out the DBS as I've talked about it, to look at whether someone has got convictions. Again, this will relate to working with the children and vulnerable people, whether you had that conviction, the attitude, your willingness to work as part of a team, because we work as a part of a team. Then we also look at your availability to foster. If you are a single applicant, our advice would be that you should have flexible work, or you look at having or cut down your working hours to be available to foster. And if you are a couple, we advise that you will be able to interchange. One of you should be available at any given time to foster. Then we look at the age, because you have to be 21 years of age. That's what the law requires for you to be able to foster. And then we also look at your legal status. You have to have a UK residence or permission to stay in the country for you to be considered to foster. We also look at, we have the skills to foster. You've got to attend, you are required to attend what is called the skills to foster. That is a training that is given to applicants. That one also is used as a screening process, because, and also it helps you to make a decision of whether fostering is for you or not. That is before you proceed to foster, to assessing you. We also do the references, because for us to carry out the assessment, we do it through legal and personal references. So we do references, we do those checks. You provide us with the people that know you. We take references from your personal references from friends or people who have known you long enough to give us at least your background history, because that one is considered a lot. We also get references from your ex-partners. Don't worry if you have had how many, but we need to talk to them. There's no way we can carry out an assessment without talking to your ex-partner. We also talk to the school. We get references from school for us to enable us to carry out the assessment on you. Then if we are satisfied that you meet the criteria, you don't have any criminal conviction relating to children and other things that I've talked about, your landlord is okay for you to foster, then we move on to the assessment itself. What we do in the assessment, the information we've gathered, the people will visit you. An assessor will be a qualified social worker that will visit you and then start gathering more information in depth. But that will be after passing the hurdle of the DBS is clear and everything is okay, medical, there is no issue, and then we move on to the assessment itself. The information we gather, we put it in a document called the Form F. And this Form F is everything you've talked about. We look at your health and everything I've talked about, your skills, the parenting skills, your medical, everything. And then is put into that Form F. The information, that document, which is called a Form F, is then presented to a fostering panel, which the applicant attends. And we also give the applicant time and the opportunity to sit with the assessor, read through your assessment. If you are happy with it, then it is presented. If there are things you are questioning, then you've got also a chance, you are given a chance to talk with your assessor and then clarify what the issues are.